Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm ChosenEyes, professional psychic medium who also happens to be a doctor on a mission to train the next generation of unlikely healers. Every Monday I offer something called a Monday morning mantra as well as a Friday fluck up, read in between that. And these are my free offerings in order to attempt to humanize expert culture. And so for this week's Monday morning mantra, we're going to focus on what it means to be insulated. Right? So what do we talk about with insulation? Insulation, we think about it with pipes and things like that in the wintertime. Something that surrounds us, that keeps us warm, or that surrounds something to keep it warm, to keep it safe, to keep it from cracking or breaking or reaching its limit. Well, in our bodies, we have several forms of that, right? Adipose tissue, which is essentially fatty tissue, right? Made up of lipids. We also have that in our brains with something called a myelin sheath, right, that insulates and goes around the axons of neurons, which helps us to not only be able to keep them safe, right, and keep them fed in a way, but also helps them send electrical impulses more efficiently and more rapidly. You normally finish myelinating at about 25. This is the reason why your car insurance drops substantially once you hit 25 years of age, because once you're myelinated, then it's thought that you make more rational choices, right? You're not as impulsive. It's something that's kind of keeping you in line, something that's kind of streamlining your thought process, something that's helping you to be more efficient with how you move and how you speak and all the things, right? So that being said, think about what's insulating you. The people that are insulating you. The ideological backgrounds that surround you, right? And when we talk about insulation, we're talking about something that surrounds you, that surrounds something, that envelops it. So what's enveloping you? Who's in your corner? What has shaped those relationships? The relationship within yourself. How are you insulating and nurturing that, right? Because when we talk about surrounding something, usually there's some form of nature and nurture that's happening, right? So like what's nurturing? What's the nurturing factor in this relationship? How do you traverse moments where maybe the way in which something or someone has been insulating you may no longer be how you need to be insulated? We're all dynamic beings. We're always in flux. We're always shifting. So what's surrounding you that maybe needs to be shed and sloughed off? Is it time for you to upgrade and repair your insulation? Are there relationships or any types of approaches that may be actually causing you to break down? What if you're overheating, suffocating? What if you're actually not being held enough? Think about those things as you move forward. I know it's the summertime and we're talking about something that typically involves being warm. Pardon me. But insulation serves a purpose when it's hot too. See, when the pressure comes on and the chips are down and you really need a soft place to land, sometimes having that insulation, i.e. barrier of people or boundaries that you've created for yourself, help keep that heat away. Think about a house in the summer, right? Being able to know how to let go of heat, how to trap it when it needs it, right? What if in certain situations where you feel a little cold and desolate and a little barren, and maybe you feel without, emotionally, materialistically, whatever the case may be. It's funny how when you've insulated yourself properly, you always seem to have shelter. You always seem to have what you need. So be mindful of how you've insulated yourself in life, where that's going to be taking you, and whether or not it's time to overhaul it. Keep your gazes forward.